While North Korea seems intent on raising tensions in the region, it's reportedly just test-fired 2 short-range missiles from its east coast launch pad and banned ships from sailing in the waters off its western coast. Well, for more on all this, I'm now joined live by Georgy Kunadze from the Moscow State Institute for Foreign Affairs. Mr. Kunadze, thank you so much for joining us here on RT. Now, what's North Korea's goal in carrying out these tests and ignoring the international community, especially as this follows their walking out of six-party talks last month? What's the message?
Well, the message is usual, I would say. They would like to get as many benefits as feasible for giving away, in exchange for giving away as minimum concessions as they can afford. But their practical aim at this moment seems to be the recognition of North Korea as a nuclear power.
But if the UN imposes new and tougher sanctions, do you believe they'll have the desired effect in turning around North Korean policy?
Well, I think it's kind of premature to speculate about the next resolution imposing sanctions on North Korea. Clearly enough, I think that the resolution must carry much bigger punch than the previous one. But it has also to be very practical. It has to spell out penalties for non-compliance, but it has also to encourage North Korea to comply with it.
Now, I know you say it's premature, but let's look ahead again to a possible next resolution. You talked about it having to deliver a tougher punch, but Russia and China have always traditionally, whilst not being explicitly on the side of North Korea, have certainly not been against it. So do you think they'll have to change their position?
No, I think that they will have, as all other Security Council members, to adjust their positions to the new reality. And let me also mention that yesterday, presidential spokesman in Russia specifically stressed that all those in North Korea leadership and in North Korea administration who authorized this reckless nuclear test should be held personally responsible, and I would call it an adjustment of Russian position.
What do you think North Korea is able to make an adjustment? What do you think the future is for their nuclear program? Is it able to make a nuclear missile, or is it all bluff?
Well, you know, I think that when we speak about the effectiveness of any international sanctions, we should bear in mind that in case of North Korea, the bottom line is, as usual, whether the international community is prepared just to starve North Koreans, all of them, to starve North Korea into submission. And this is a moral question, not just a political question.
Well, ultimately, is there a possibility, do you think, of a military conflict on the Korean Peninsula?
No, I really don't think so, because military conflict in North Korea, you know, it's not another Iraq or Afghanistan or any other place in the world. North Korea Peninsula is very small, is very compact, and you know, any military conflict may certainly deteriorate, may certainly develop into a full-scale war. And I think that the consequences of that kind of conflict will be absolutely devastating for the whole region. So I think that both North Korea and the rest of the world have impetus enough, have reason enough to do their utmost to avoid that kind of conflict.
Certainly something that all sides are keen to avoid. For now, Georgy Kunadze, political analyst from the Moscow State Institute for Foreign Affairs, thank you very much for joining us this morning.